considerable elevation. We're in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Opening play, and Bo will throw. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
It's a 3rd down, give to Harvey. Trying to plow ahead for the 1st. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Here we go on 4th, Nix. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. The stop was made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. A pickup of 17, and that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And not much more there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Henry running left. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Hawk 70. 19 tight.
Running back motions right. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hold on a sec. Ready?
Nix from the gun. Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds his back. Harvey. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Hold on, set. Ready?
Once more, it's Nix. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Finds his fullback. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Finds the in route complete. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at a borderline gimme 3rd down here. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Hold on, set. Ready.
Going for it on fourth, Nix. That's to the rookie out of Michigan State. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Almost set. Ready. Ready. Through the 12.
It's Harvey straight ahead. And finally, they bring him down. He shook up a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Second down, give to Harvey. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a third down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
Nix now to throw. This one's caught. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
At the 5-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Almost set. Ready. 180. Behind. 44.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. First and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty.
Almost set. Ready. 180.
Nix looking to throw. Throws caught.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Almost set. Ready. 180. Behind.
Here's Nix. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That's up and through for the point after. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out of the 19. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. It's Henry on the counter. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. All set to go now from the 35. This time looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Rolling from the gun here. Looking right, and he finds it. He won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in, close to the ace. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Escapes the pocket. He's got it, and he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something, because if they'll get that first down, they couldn't do it right there.
And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line, still a couple yards short of that end zone. We have a timeout here, 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. kept out so far. Need to find a couple more yards here on 3rd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Third down from the gun. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Well, he looks maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Tremble with the grab. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. Fits it through the middle. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Starting at the 10. Tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Their own 34-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
38-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll work against the blitz. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line for second down. Looking to throw here. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That goes for 32 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry?
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is Henry on second. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 3rd quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
19. Broncos 14.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. My name is Hudson.
Handoff headed right. It's Harvey. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Former number 1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hold on, set. Ready. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Into the end zone it goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
The Saints trying a two-point conversion once again.
The Saints will line up.
Keeping it on the ground. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion.
Broncos 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Back to the air. Nix after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Hold on a sec. Ready. My name is Hunt. Through the 12.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. But the Broncos will get it back. Little heads-up play to recover that one. Offense to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the
Nix now on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
My name is Hunt.
Nix with it on 1st. Chased out to his right. Complete out to the right. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. How many should I see? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Hold on a sec. Ready. My name is Hunt.
Shotgun snap to Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Hold on a sec. Ready. My name is Hunt. Ball 11. Captain.
Nix to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try getting that to Pat Bryant. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Ready.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. From 37 yards in the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. It's cut right side by Watson. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
1st down, play action. Back to Watson, this is close. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. New set of downs for them from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
3rd and long for him here. And this one won't get there. Looks good, but the stop is made just before he could get the 1st.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Running for it. Here's Henry. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs churning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints lead by 15 now. the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly throwing into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again. Here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume.
Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. An extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a one-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Motion the slot man right. Takes the 2nd down snap. Looking right, and he finds it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. first and 10 from the 43. They kick the running back in motion. Sticking to the air here. Fits it through the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Saints leading by 8. Just a yard left to go on second down. They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. That's completed right side. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And he's into the end zone. The call pays off. They lead by 16 now. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Oh, my son!
Nicks off the play action. Forced out to his right. Finds him on the crossing route. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Oh, my son!
Out of the gun, it's Nicks. Finds a seam down the middle. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
That quarterback knew he was going to wear one to get that throw away, and he'll be happy to make that trade-off every single time when it leads to a touchdown.
Nicks leading the Broncos to the line for this 2-point try.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be cut for 2, so some fight left in them. Love it. It is back to a 1-score game.
Broncos 32.
With 1 minute to go, this game hinging on the outcome of this onside kick. And that's recovered by the Saints, who are going to win this football game. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Now the Saints to the line for another two-point try.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
They send a tight end in motion. Working now from the gun. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
48, Broncos 32.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Returning it from the 4. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Bombers.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for 2nd down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19.
Captain. Ready. My name is Hunt. Away.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Almost set. Ready. My name is Hunt.
Here he is to throw. And then finally their last gasp is intercepted. And the Saints have it as he reports the first interception of his young career.
The 39-yard
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They're going to pass it here. He rolls to his right. He can run it. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop, Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jonte Barron has it.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Nix now on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, that's check down, that's check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Ready. My name is Hunt.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Almost set. Ready. My name is 2 to 12.
To throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, the back's got it downfield. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. Well, timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. This will be the final play of the game.
Oh, my son. Ready. My name is Hunt. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Captain, 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 captain.
Here he goes, one final shot. And the pass is dropped. Fitting, that would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across